Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And today, I would like to present about my mathematics assignment. The title is Electricity Usage in Hostels. With me today, our presenter, myself, Muhammad Daniel Haikal bin Muhammad Kamarul from DKI 3B, Muhammad Ifran Firdaus bin Asari, and lastly, Amir Ashraf bin Aminuddin. For acknowledgement part, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Madam Nazirah binti Ibrahim, our lecturer for UM 30172, for her continuous guidance, encouragement, and support throughout the completion of this theory assignment 2. Her valuable advice and constructive feedback have greatly helped us in understanding this topic and improving our work. We also wish to extend our sincere thanks to all the respondents who participated in our survey on electricity usage in hostels. Their cooperation and honest responses provided essential data for our analysis and the development of our green innovation idea. Lastly, we'd like to thank all of our group members for their commitment, teamwork, and dedication in completing this project successfully. This assignment has given us the opportunity to strengthen our collaboration and deepen our understanding of sustainability and energy conservation. Next, for the introduction part, electricity is essential in hostel life, powering appliances like fans, lights, and laptops that supports students' comfort and studies. However, careless usage often leads to energy wastage, higher utility costs, and environmental harm. This study aims to identify factors contributing to high electricity consumption among hostel residents by analyzing survey data using statistical tools such as mean, median, and standard deviation. The finding will help develop a green innovation idea to promote energy-saving habits, encourage responsible behavior, and support sustainable living within the hostel environment. For our objective, firstly, we would like to identify the main factors that contribute to high electricity usage in hostels. This includes the understanding students' daily habits, awareness levels, and the types of the electrical appliances commonly used. Secondly, we use to analyze students' attitudes and behaviors to energy conservation. Data will be analyzed using Google Form surveys to measure awareness and determine the level of responsibility among hostel residents regarding electricity usage. Lastly, to propose an innovative and sustainable solution to reduce electricity waste. The proposed idea aims to encourage efficient energy usage through awareness, technology, or management strategies that promote greener hostel living. Next, this is our Canva whiteboard. We were given a lot of topic, but we choose problem number 3, electricity usage in hostels. So, why did we choose this problem? Because as a student, electricity is one of the main thing for a student because we can use electricity to charge our iPad, our phone, but we don't know how our carelessness, recklessness can affect the hostel if we use electricity wrongly. So next, for our Ishikawa diagram part, first human. Our main problem in this part is people often forgetting to switch off light and fans before going out, like to go to classes. For second part is machine. One of the problem is faulty switches. For third part is method. As example is no monitoring of electricity usage per room lead to excessive usage of electricity. And the fourth part is material. One of the example is lack of energy efficient appliances. For fifth part is environment. One of the reason is hot climate and poor insulation room that lead to hot temperature. And lastly, for management part, we have no incentive or penalties for excessive use of electricity. So for the next slide, I would like to pass my mic to Ifan for his next presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ibn Firdaus bin Asari, and today I am going to do my part, which is data collection via Google Form survey. So, for the data collection, it is done among students via Google Form, which is a survey platform that is simple and quick to use. So, for each category of factor in the Ishikawa diagram, which is human, machine, method, management, environment, and material, there will be three questions. And for each question, the student is able to display their opinion regarding a statement related to the category of the factor. There are five choices of answers, which is strongly agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly agree. Now, for the questions regarding the human factor, as I stated before, the way we are doing the survey is we provide a statement and the students can say whether they are strongly agreeing, agree, neutral with the statements, disagree with the statement, and strongly disagree with the statement. So for the questions regarding the human factor, there are three statements, which is you should charge your devices overnight. The students are aware of their electricity costs, and appliances such as fans and lights should be switched off when leaving a room. Now, all three of these statements show off the human factor. Now, what is the human factor? Now, the human factor means that the factor is regarding human behavior, the behavior of the subjects or the students being surveyed. For example, you should charge your devices overnight. Something that some students prefer to do while in their hostel. Furthermore, appliances such as fans and lights should be switched off when leaving a room is also an example of human behavior in the electricity consumption in KKTM content. Now, for the questions regarding the machine factor, first of all, things such as smart plugs and motion sensors should be used to save electricity. Second, the lights currently used are inefficient and dim. And third, all of the switches are working properly and in good condition. Now, all three of these questions ask the students regarding the machine factor or the factor of tools in their hostels. Now, for the questions regarding the method factor, there are three statements, which is the energy usage per room should be monitored, rules or SOP for energy saving must be followed, and third, there is a schedule for the electricity usage for each corridor and classroom lights. Now, as you can see, there are some tools mentioned here, but this is not included in the machine factor. This is called the method factor. Why? Because instead of the machinery or the tools itself, the method factor talks about how the tools or equipment is being used. In this case, uh, rules or SOP for energy saving, the energy usage per room, and the electricity usage for each corridor and classroom rights should be scheduled. So there shows a method or a way to use the equipments to save energy instead of the other ways that can cause energy waste. Now for the questions regarding the management factor. Now, first of all, students should see the cost of electricity consumption. Second, there should be a penalty for excessive use of electricity. And third, the enforcement of energy rules is weak. Now, as all of these questions relate to the management factor, it asks the students regarding what does the management do regarding energy saving habits and process. Now, for the questions regarding the environmental or environment factor. First, the hot climate causes students to use fan more frequently. The lack of windows in the hostel's room cause the room temperature to stay high at night. And third, the hostel's room layout prevent natural ventilation. Now, As I said before, all of three of these questions ask the students regarding their environmental factor about their electricity consumption. So as you can see from these three questions, most prominent here is the environmental weather and how does it affect the student electricity consumption at night. And finally, questions regarding the material factor in electricity consumption in hostels. First, the usage of incandescent bulbs is less efficient than modern LEDs. The energy-efficient appliances are not provided to the students. And finally, the number of sockets provided in the room are insufficient, causing increase in extraction costs. Now, all three of these questions ask the students regarding the material factor or the factor of material available to them that relates to their electricity consumption.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Ahmad Shah Baharuddin. So I would like to present the data analysis using Excel for my group. So we use Excel to calculate the mean, median, and the standard deviation. So we also use histogram so that to show that how student respond to each factor. So before I go to the next slide, is that you know that mean is to show the average answer, and when the median shows the median answer, and the standard deviation shows how similar or different the answer are. So without further ado, let's go on to the next slide, which is the Excel data that I made in the Excel. Alright, so this is the Excel data. As you can see here, they are divided into the humans, machines. That we have six factors, which is humans, machines. We also have the management, material, environment. So these are the result. As you can see, that I listed the response. We have total response for our survey is that 32. Is I'm not mistaken. I calculate them. It has a 32. Yes, they have 32 respondents overall. So I list down the respondent, which is as you can see here, strongly disagree have 10 response, while disagree have 7 response, agree have 7, disagree have 6, while strongly agree have 2 respond. So I already list them, and I try to list down. As you can see down there below the result, I put the answer and response so I can make the histogram. So later I will show you the histogram for the uh, each of the types, which is humans, machines. As you see here, also machines also have the agree, sorry, agree, neutral that I divided them. So you can see I already put the formula for all of the humans, machines, and also the material, all the types of the factors. I already made the formula to calculate so that Excel can calculate the mean, the median, and also the standard deviation. So here as a result, as you can see, the mean for the human is almost like 4, which is 3.5, and the median is 4, and the deviation is 1.29904. So let's move on to the next one is the factors that which is environment and the material. So here's the result. As you can see, most of them agree in the segment of in environment, while the material, most of them is strongly agree. And the next one is method and the management. So you can see the method area is like most of the student respond to the strongly agree. So which is they answer the questions, and the rest of them is agree, neutral, strongly agree, and uh, disagree. So the next one is the management. As you can see, agree, strongly agree, neutral, and strongly disagree, and disagree. And as you can see, all of them have a 32 responding. So let's move on to the histogram part. So here is our respondent. Apa our histogram graph, which is the question that we apply. in the survey is that one of them is appliance such as fan and light should be switched off when leaving a room. So most of the students agree that human habits affect energy use. So that's why, as you can see at the histogram, that most of them answer it um, strongly agree, strongly disagree. So maybe some of the students also agree, as you can see, agree and disagree is the same. The result when nature is less than agree, and the less of all of them is strongly agree. So many students forget to switch off or charge phones overnight. Must agree that human habits waste electricity. Student needs to be more careful and save power so that we can our electric can be safe, so we don't waste too much electric when we are using the electric at our college, so that our bill at our college doesn't high. All right, so the next one is about the machine response distribution. With the one of the questions that we asked them is that things such as smart plugs and motion sensors should be used to save electricity. So most of them say that they agree. So many students agree that things like smart plugs and motion sensor can help save energy. So which is good that students know that, and using LED lights and efficient appliances to reduce power use, which is yes, that's true. So the mean is about 4 and the median is 4, as you can see at the as data just now, and the standard deviation is low. So students agree that all or filter machines use more power, so we should use smart plugs or motion sensor to save electricity, or we should use LED light which is save more power. And motion sensor turn off lights when no one is in the room. So when you already want to leave the room, when you want to go to the class, the light will be automatically closed when you step outside from the room. So for the next one is for the method response distribution. So one of the questions is that rules or SOP for energy saving must be followed. So some students still use electricity carelessly. So we need to put the SOP for energy savings for student can be followed. But I see that most of the student will not follow the SOP. But if we don't know, we can try to use the rule or SOP for energy saving, right? So some students they use electricity carelessly, so they leave chargers plug or charge overnight. So we can use auto timers and unplug device to save energy. So me as myself, I also overcharge my phone in the middle of the night, or I switch on the charger while I'm not charging. So it's kind of waste. So for me, I think this is the method that we can try, which is we use auto timers and unplug device to save energies. Alright, move on to the next one is the histogram graph for the management response. So one of the question is that students should see the cost of electricity consumption. So most of the students want stronger electricity monitoring. So students want better rules for saving energy. Hostel management should check and control energy use. Good monitoring can reduce wastage. So standard deviation for this management method is low. So we move on to the second list is about the environment response. So the one of the question that we ask the students is that the hot climate causes the student to use the fan more frequently. So hot rooms and poor ventilation increase fan use. So as we know that Kuantan is a hot place. So most of the students when they walk or they stay in the room for too long, they will feel hot. So I mean they will use the fans more, right? More frequently. So I think that better ventilation and more trees can make rooms cooler, so they can reduce electricity use. But unfortunately, that our college, all of the tree doesn't grow up. So I think that there's better ventilation is more better. But I think that trees can also help us to reduce electricity because they provides oxygen to us. and also they have a cool uh, temperature, especially when it rains. So trees is good. All right, move on to the last one is the histogram graph for the material response. So one of the question is that the usage of incandescent bulbs is less efficient than modern LED. So all material waste more power. So all wires and we switch waste electricity. We should use LED. So we should use LED lights and good quality. Like I said just now, we use LED. So LED is very good and good quality material. So this helps save power and makes the hotel safer. So for me, that LED is very modern LED is very helpful for us to do not waste the electricity. So I think that our college can improve it. Also, that we know that our college and our hostel is very old, since 2000. So I think that it's better for us to renew the wire so that it can be more safer and so it can save our electricity. Okay, so that's all for the essay data for our groups. So I move on to the next one.
Now, for the discussion regarding the factors influencing electricity consumption in hostels. First is the human factor. Why? Many students charge their phones overnight, causes energy wastage and safety risks. Some students are also unaware of their electricity usage costs. Many students do practice energy saving habits like turning off the lights and fans, but increasing awareness and education can help improve energy saving behavior anyway. Now for the machine factor, faulty switches, dim lighting, and old appliances increase power use. Upgrading to energy efficient devices such as LED lights, smart chargers, and modern appliances reduces consumption. And finally, smart plugs can automatically disconnect idle devices that are not being used to save money. Third, method factor. Students often use electricity inefficiently, such as charging overnight, as I mentioned before, leaving appliances plugged in. So, by implementing systematic methods, such as using automatic chargers on or a scheduled usage of the electricity, we can improve efficiency by quite a margin. So, adopting smart technologies promotes consistent energy saving habits. For the management factor, better supervision and strict enforcement of energy saving rules are needed. Monitoring and displaying electricity usage for each room encourages responsibility among students. Regular maintenance and inspection prevent technical faults and energy loss when dealing with electricity. And fifth, the material factor. Many hostels use outdated or poor quality electrical components, so upgrading to an efficient material such as LED bulbs, safe sockets, and good wiring improves safety and reduces power loss. This also investing in durable materials ensure long-term energy efficiency, especially in hostel. And sixth and final, environmental factor. Poor ventilation and high room temperatures increase fan or cooling use. Improving airflow, adding windows and planting trees can reduce dependence on electrical cooling. So, naturally ventilated and shaded environment lowers overall electricity demand. And finally, we have reached the conclusion of our math project or study. So, in conclusion, this study has successfully found that the main causes of high electricity consumption in hotels. Furthermore, these causes are daily practices of students, different levels of energy awareness and environmental conditions like poor ventilation and lack of access to efficient electrical facilities. The analysis found that the students in the study did not realize their long-term energy consumption impact, although some residents do have energy-saving practice. In addition, results reveal that students can adopt more successful practices through a combination of awareness, guidance, and technology. To tackle the problems, the study suggests several practical and innovative solutions that ranges from automatic chargers, smart plugs, and energy-efficient lighting systems. to management solutions and educational programs that promote the responsible use of electricity. The study achieves its objective by pinpointing topical issues, like establishing links in the behavior of hostel occupants and producing a workable impact solution. It highlights, moreover, the need of a triple-light approach to awareness, technology, and management towards ensuring a greener and energy-efficient hostel. That is all from us. Thank you.